What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone on this Sunday for a daily slash post game post day show. Was planning to do it live, but because of time, I just can't. But I will be live tomorrow because we play Inter in the Coppa Italia back on Tuesday. So tomorrow is preview live. Yeah, if we only played yesterday and we basically play again tomorrow, like it's ridiculous. But that's the month we are in, for us, maybe a bit more because we also play Coppa Italia and not a lot of teams do that. So we have two extra games. But it is what it is. Like, we cannot complain. You're in all competitions. Maybe not the one you want to be in with Europa League, but it is what it is. You cannot complain. You need to play those games, and we're going to play those games. We are going to go into it now. So, yeah, let's go. Going back to yesterday, that win against Verona, it's still, I won't say it hurts. Like, it doesn't hurt. Like, we won. It still is worrying for me. I thought, I will sleep on it at night, and then I will be more calm and be more collected, and can give it a place. But I'm very worried what I saw yesterday. I'm still am. Also because I'm watching, or like the Napoli Milan game is on, and Milan are in a terrible form, but the way they have turned up so far, it's unbelievable. Like, it's ridiculous. After the break, because that was yesterday's quote from the players. After the break, it's difficult. We need to not get to know each other again. We need to get into it. I'm like, okay, but I've seen so many teams, they don't need that time. City, I'm not talking about City, but even Milan, like, it is what it is. But we played Verona yesterday, and I think we can all agree that they are terrible. Like, they were very, very poor side. They're not good. They're not good at all. So that was the frustrating part, because we didn't create anything. Besides that goal and Bremer putting it over the bar for some weird reason. That was the only two chances we created. The goal was brilliant, good play, but we don't see that often. We mostly see crosses, set pieces, those kind of things. Not the way we scored that goal, that was quality, but we don't see that often enough, in my opinion. And that's why I think we look less dangerous than we should be, with the qualities we have. But again, you start off with a win. That's positive. That's good, because you need to win, obviously. We have no other choice with the situation we are in now. But yeah, like, it's tough, because if we play Inter, let's say on Sunday, and you have a week between it, it's different. Now, like I said, the game was yesterday, tomorrow preview, and then we play. It's still very fresh. You're going into the Inter game still with the Verona game in mind, where we played really, really bad, way below the standards than we should be against those type of opponents. We played on the level of Verona, basically. At one point it was just it was like, are we the relegation side as well at one point? So that's worrying going into the Inter game. I know Inter lost and they're not in good form, but if you watch that Inter game against Fiorentina, they created so many opportunities. They missed ridiculous chances, like set pieces. It's unbelievable what they missed. That's probably not going to happen. I'm not saying that they're going to miss as many, or going to get as many chances as we got, as they got against Fiorentina against us. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about they're probably not going to miss those type of chances, because they miss sitters, ridiculous chances and wrong decisions in the final third. So they will be up for it, obviously, because it's a Coppa semi-final. It's a big game. It's Juve Inter. Like, I think nobody needs to talk about that anymore. It speaks for itself. So we need to be up for it. Now, the more bad news is that today news came out that Chiesa has more complications, which I'll go back to what I said on the live on Friday. I am very worried. I'm very worried. I don't get it at this point. I absolutely don't understand it. But that could be just me. I think it's really in his head at this moment in time. But that was the news today. That's that. The positives about yesterday, about basically since the World Cup break. I think because I was very critical for Locatelli because I thought he was not consistent, and I'll stand by that point. He's been brilliant for months now, like weeks, ridiculous, really, really good on the ball, off the ball, quality. So that's good news. That's positive, and I'll give him credit for it because this is the first time ever since he joined that he has this type of quality streak, which he should be giving for a player with his ability. That's all I've always said about him. I believe in him, but he needs to offer more, and he's doing that now. That's very important. What also is important that Fajoli is he keeps it like I won't say fluke, but like maybe people were saying, oh, it's a fluke period. Game after game, he's showing it's not a fluke. Like he is very good. Yesterday he was maybe a bit more anonymous, not as involved, but he was quality on the ball and all those things, So that's very important. Those are the positives. Keane on the score sheet, positive. Milik back, positive. The negative is the way we play, obviously. But we win games. That's, again, I will come on and I will say this is not good. I don't like it. But I've always said it's not going to change. I'll take the win. But I'm not going to come on and say we win, everything is good. Like, I will be a liar. I will say what I didn't like, what I do like. But I understand we're not going to change the season at all. So I get it. But it needs to be better on Tuesday, like a lot better. Otherwise, you're not going to win against Inter. You're just not. So that's that, But we will do the preview, obviously, tomorrow. What I do want to talk about is that Allegri, after the game, said this team is doing something special. Now, I think it's two. You need to split it in half. The special part, I will acknowledge. Getting hit by 15 points is tough. Like mentally, we saw. We didn't lose against Atalanta, but it felt like a loss. We lost against Monza. We were, it was bad. It was really bad. And yeah, I mean, waking up, like imagine you're playing in a league and you wake up one day and you have 15 points taking away from you. You will get mad. You will be confused. You will get pissed. And when things are not going your way, you're going to blame that rather than your play, on the pitch. That's what's going to happen. So that is special because at this moment in time, I don't know, Milan are winning, so probably not. I don't know how many points we're off top for. Out of the top of my head, I cannot say. But the fact that we are still in and about it without those 15 points is special in my opinion. I will acknowledge that. Now, that being said, what happened at the start of the season, we cannot and we should not forget because this is Allegri's second season. He's been at the club. He's a seasoned manager. It's not new rookie coming from coaching Cremonese back to Juve. Like, it's not that type of situation. It's a situation where there's not really, really clear improvement. And the Champions League exit, the start of the season, that's not special. You need to factor it in. You cannot, because I've seen so many things about the table starting from the World Cup break, starting from this. The season starts in August. You watch from August to now. That's what you do. Like, that's how football works. You don't get a trophy for winning more games after a break. That's not how it works. So you need to keep all those things into account. But 15 points deduction, doing this, I agree, it feels kind of special. It's not normal. I would say that. Now, before I wrap it up, the other positive I want to mention is the guy on the picture, Gatti, who played very well against Freiburg, like excellent, played excellent against Inter, and was excellent again yesterday. I saw people saying, but it's relegation sides. Yeah, Verona wasn't good. Freiburg isn't good. Inter is decent, but he's been excellent, and long may continue because I still have question marks. But if he keeps putting in these type of performances, hey, great. He was a cheap signing. He's relatively young. We have a lot of issues. If he can keeps putting in those type of performances, because he's defensively, he's been brilliant on the ball. Like at times I cannot believe what he does on the ball. Like it's quality, like in possession, and It's good. It's good news. I don't know if it's going to continue. You can say, is that a fluke? Yeah, after 3 games, let's see what happens from now until the end of the season. Will he put in more of those type of performances? Because Sandro's not 100% fit. You cannot play Danilo and Bremer every single week. Bonucci probably not going to be fit all season, like to play, really have an impact. So it's going to be him because I think Rugani is done. So that's good. That's positive. Hopefully it continues, but because what I've seen, I like because he remind me the way he defends, like Chiellini, only I've said with no brain in terms of Chiellini can play it off, being reckless and all those things. He couldn't. The last couple of games, he can. At times I'm like, he won a foul, but that shouldn't be a foul. But great acting, or the presence in certain moments is key moments. It's good. It's quality. So that's all positive news. Hopefully it continues because we're gonna need him, obviously. And yeah, that's a big positive of the last month, basically. So let's see. Now the big games are coming. Inter twice, Sporting twice, Lazio, Napoli. If he can do that in those games consistently, wow, massive credit to him because he's coming from Serie B last season. So ridiculous what he's showing now. Absolutely great. But let's see how long it continues. Yeah, I'm gonna end this because I will be back tomorrow for a preview. So stay tuned for that. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and thanks for watching, guys. Ciao.